Habari Gani, na Ndugu na Dada. This is your Ndugu, Abu Amen Ra, coming at you today, hopefully finding you in good health, good spirits, determination strong to build your own nations. Just like to say, Habari Gani. My brothers and sisters, listen. I had a brother to come on my timeline 2 days ago. Yesterday, maybe it was. And I put a picture up of my alma mater, which is San Francisco Theological Seminary in San Anselmo, California, where I studied the science of God, theology, ideology, all of the ologies associated with religion. Besides that, I studied 2 languages, the Hebrew language and the Greek language, which were subjects you had to study. They were mandatory because we had to do an exegesis class in the Old Testament and the New Testament. The New Testament was in Greek and the Old Testament was in Hebrew. And we had to discern what the text was really saying. We had to exegete it. But anyhow, to make a long story short, I graduated from this seminary in 1980. Now, I have met a lot of ministers, some who were black theologians, some who were coon theologians, and some who were still just the master-slave theologians. Then I've met other theologians who were into black theology. I consider myself of this ilk, this group, this magnificent group that was set aside to transform Christianity back to what it was initially, a revolutionary track. Now let me explain to you. This brother got on my line, and after I introduced him, I introduced my seminary, the buildings that is, to the public. He wrote on there, yes, cemetery. Hey, that was an insult to me. You didn't have to tell me that and try to blow me down on my game. But I tried to explain to the brother, look, brother, it's because of this white seminary that I developed a black theology. It's because I received the encouragement to write 7 books. Perhaps if I hadn't gone to the seminary, I wouldn't have never become the author of 1 book. Now, the book I suggested to this brother that he read so that he can get an understanding of where I'm coming from, about my ideology, my theology, how I use Christianity to elevate our people, told the truth about it, expounded on that truth through 7 books. The best one of which I wrote was entitled When God Was Black. It was written under my slave name, John D. Brinson. Of course, my name now is Abu Amen Ra, or it always was that, but I just rediscovered that. But this book here, it's history, it's black theology, it's black ideology, and it's how we can change and become the greatest people in the world once again. You can secure this book directly through Amazon or Barnes & Noble over the internet. If you have not read this book, and if you're black, you've missed out on one of the great enhancements to your knowledge of who you are. My brothers and sisters, this is a pretty good book, so just get your copy. When God Was Black, Author John Brinson, B-R-I-N-S-O-N. Go to Amazon right now and you'll have it in 2 days. My brothers and sisters, a couple of things I want to straighten you out on, because you're living a lie. You know, you got to get on the right side. Truth. is what I mean when I say the right side. Falsehood and lies are the wrong side. So let me tell you a truth. You're not a citizen of the United States of America. You're a captive prisoner in the United States of America. That's how you were brought here, and that's the condition you've been kept in since that time. You are not a citizen of the United States of America. You are what they call an African people. They got various names for African people. They call them Ethiopians, Cushites, Egyptians, this, that, and the other. Bushmen, Khoisan, various names, but we are one people, African. It doesn't matter who gave you the name African. The fundamental fact is if you receive the name as our name, define it as you want to, and walk by it, that brings unity to us. Likewise, we're one people. We don't have to talk that commission. I'm an Egyptian. I'm a Moor. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I'm a this. I'm a that. I'm the other. Because my brothers and sisters, listen to me. That's tribalism. We have to rise above capitalism, which divides and oppresses, to communalism, which brings together, which assists one another in times of need, etc., etc. We have to remember, whatever we call ourselves, we must agree upon it and we must act accordingly. The main point is for us to come together and be united as one. How do you like this new outfit I'm wearing, my brothers? You like that? I like that stuff too. I made this. Looks that bad. I like that stuff. I like that mud cloth and that Ankara cloth. I like that. I like those patterns and things, man. Brings out my Africanness. Brings out my humanness. Brings out my aggressiveness, my defenseness. Brings out the liberator in me. Brings out the struggler in me. Brings out the confidence in me. Brings out the God that is within me. So my brothers and sisters, don't forget, pick up a copy of this book or order a copy of this book from Amazon or Barnes and Nobles. It's worth your time. It's worth your money and other resources to secure your copy and read it. So my brothers and sisters, I would like to say to you at this particular time, may the ancestors continue to bless you in their leading of you and guiding of you toward the path you should take that leads towards our ultimate liberation from this aberration of humans called Caucasians. Once again, y'all, peace and Hotep to you, my Nduga na Daga.